You asked me to help you with making your first demo in Ampersand. So let's open the Ampersand development environment on wrap.cs.ou.nl.
Okay, that's this one.
Yeah, if you can go to the home page. So if you get rid of the hash login, when you log in, you get this screen. The important thing is there's a link to the Ampersand documentation, which you can use to get much more information. So now we're just going to do this first demo. So I suggest you try to log in. First, you have to register. So if you push the register button, if you start your user ID with a letter.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, please do remember your password. So save it in your password locker if you need to. Now you can make a new script, and you can do that by hitting the plus on the right top. There you can create a new script, and what you get here is an editor, and in this editor you can type in your Ampersand script. Now, in the tutorial, in the documentation, you will find a sample script. So maybe we can look it up, because it's always nice to have a sample script. Yeah, tutorial, correct. You've already found it. If you scroll down, then here's your sample script, and on the top right of that script, there is a copy button. You can also copy it like this. That's fine. Yep, there. And then you can paste it in here. So let's first look at this script. If you scroll to the top of the script, then you can see that every Ampersand script is basically a context, and we've called this context enrollment. That means that it contains concepts, relations, and rules, and it contains interfaces. So in this particular script, you can see three concepts. There's a concept student, a concept course, and a concept module. And you can see a concept as just a set of atoms. Now, there are also three relations. There's a relation takes, and the relation takes is basically a relation between students and courses. So, for example, you see on line 24 that student Peter is linked to course management in the relation takes. And there's three of such links present here. Okay. So there's a second relation, the is part of. So the module finance is part of a course management. So you can see that Peter is taking the course management, and module finance is part of that course. Then there's a third relation, is enrolled for, and that says, okay, students have to enroll for a module in a course separately. So if you want to do the module finance, then you have to enroll for that course. Well, basically that's it, but there's one restriction, and that's on line 44. And the meaning of that rule is explained in line 45. It says a student can enroll for any module that is part of the course a student takes. So if you enroll for a module that is not part of a course you take, then this restricts the modules that you can enroll in. And basically, here we have a very tiny information system. An information system consists of relations and of rules, and these rules restrict the population of those relations. So these rules have to be satisfied at all times. The information system will guarantee that the student can in fact only enroll for a module that is part of the course that that student takes. Now there's an interface. It starts on line 50, and as you can see, it's a nested structure of boxes, and the topmost box contains three tabs: students, course, and modules. Right, so basically that's the entire system, because if you scroll down, you just see end context, and that's it. So the entire system is defined here, including all that documentation, in just 71 lines of code. The idea here is that we do a minimalistic specification of an information system, and you can run it, compile it, and run it, the prototype. So if you hit the compile button, you may have to hit it twice. Yep, so now it's compiling. This may sometimes take a while, but now it says the script contains no type errors. If you make errors in scripts of your own, which I promise you will do plentiful, then you get on that location the mistakes. And I do urge you to read these mistakes carefully. It always says where you've made the mistakes with a line and a column number, and it gives a diagnosis of the error. So the compiler message really will help you to diagnose your mistakes. Do you have a question?
Yeah, will it give multiple errors if you have multiple errors, or just first one?
Syntax errors, it just gives one, but type errors, it will give multiple errors. And the syntax is, well, you'll quite quickly reach the stage that you don't make syntax errors so often anymore. But type errors are more complicated. That's for a different video.
Okay.
For now, let's just run the system and see what happens. So if you hit the prototype button, it will compile this script into a prototype. If that goes wrong, you get a message, but now you just get the button open prototype. So I suggest you open the prototype.